Planet Earth 2007. Now reporting, Diane Sawyer.
So come with us now as we drop in 3,600 miles away over in Paris. Chris Cuomo is at one of the most famous landmarks. Chris, good evening.
Bonsoir, Diane. Here we are in front of the famous Arc de Triomphe. As you can see, there's so many cars and buses here all night long. Between the United States and Europe, 500 million automobiles. They are accountable for 66% of the greenhouse gases produced by automobiles. And when we talk about strategies like alternative fuels and hybrids, that's only about reducing what we put out, not removing what's already there. So we need a solution. And in that quest, Richard Branson of Virgin Atlantic fame, he has come up with a contest to end all contests. Forget about American Idol. $25 million he's offering to anyone who can come up with a device that will remove 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide from the air every year. $25 million. Now, with that kind of incentive, we may see a solution a lot more quickly than originally expected. In fact, let's take a look right now at what could be the solution.
The automobile was created in Europe and has been with us for over 100 years now. And all the greenhouse gases they cough up will be with us for hundreds more. A situation that's getting worse. America has almost one car for every person, and Asia is quickly catching up. But now, scientists chasing that $25 million prize are in a race to find a way to scrub damaging carbon dioxide right out of the air. An impossible dream to some, but not to Columbia University professor Klaus Lachner.
People would say, this is a crazy professor who doesn't know what he is talking about. Now people don't say this anymore.
Dr. Lachner is kind of the Don Quixote of carbon capture, only the windmills he's thinking about could look like this. 200-foot towers with filters that absorb carbon dioxide.
This particular technology looks very promising.
Promising because of what's happening at this warehouse in Arizona. A company Lachner is working with called GRT gave us a first look at a system they say shows how the basic science of taking CO2 out of the air can work. A common sodium carbonate solution on flat sheets effectively absorbs CO2 from air passing by. Another machine separates out the CO2, and they say it all uses a minimal amount of energy. The professor says this model could lead to CO2 air filters that would eventually be installed almost anywhere.
A single tower would take care of a small town. I'm not trying to say I can get all of the CO2 out of the air, but what I can say, it is possible to start thinking about how far can we push this.
You know, now, while removal is very important, we can't take our eye off reduction. They're doing something very interesting here in France. 80% of their power now comes from nuclear energy sources. It's very interesting. As a result, they have the cleanest air in the industrialized world because they don't create any greenhouse gases. But when people hear nuclear, especially in the United States, they think about the disasters at Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island, Diane.
That's a debate country by country, of course, and over years. But I gather tonight the City of Lights is going to pay tribute to less is more.
Yes, very exciting. Ordinarily, they turn all the lights down of the major monuments at 1 o'clock in the morning. Even the Eiffel Tower, where they changed all the light bulbs, 20,000 of them, to make it more energy efficient. They're now 30% more energy efficient. But tonight, very interestingly, they don't usually turn off the lights at the Arc de Triomphe, but they will tonight as a symbol of commitment to Earth Day. So if you are ready, Diane, on a count of 3, 2, 1. Voila! There you go, Diane. The lights are off, but that is a good thing.
A good thing, and leave it to the French to make you wait at least 1 second more there.